Greetings once again, all you mystic mages out there. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Fairy Tale: The Hundred Years Quest. Now, previously, with Natsu and Sting out of commission because of Athena draining their Dragon Slayer ability, it's up to Lucy and Yukino to take her on. With Lucy showing off her star dress forms, Yukino gives it a whirl, and oddly enough is also able to use this ability. Had an interesting conversation in the comments of last video about that, because the whole star dress form seemed like it was a big thing for Lucy, and for Yukino to just up and learn it. It's just kind of like, but I'm not as in my feelings about it just because Lucy has learned the star-crossed dress form, whatever. It's a mix and match. So Lucy at least is at another level. And I'm still under the opinion that what makes Yukino special should be the 13th gate key. I'm still waiting for that to be significant. Or maybe I'm getting my hopes up over nothing. Regardless, a pretty wicked battle against Athena. And despite saying she experiences no emotion, Athena does get fairly rattled by the combined efforts of Lucy and Yukino, to the point where Athena starts to feel rage and hatred and contempt for Lucy and Yukino, even manipulating their perception to make it seem as though they were lit ablaze. But because Lucy hangs out with Natsu so often, she knows what it's like to feel heat. Take that as you will. And so Lucy and Yukino are able to break free of Athena's mental manipulation. But knowing they can't physically beat Athena, which feels some kind of way about that, like it when Lucy wins, but Lucy has decided to fight in a different way. She's realized that despite Athena's claims, it's obvious Athena feels. She feels emotion. And Lucy's looking to help Athena understand what it is she's feeling. What will this entail? Join me as I find out, won't you? Alright, Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 135, Bored. And so we have the eyes of Duke Boroboroa, Natsu, Athena, and Lucy. Okay, is it gonna come down to these four at the end? Alright, as Lucy's put forward her question, Athena questions a proposal. Lucy says yes, with a smile. Why don't we be friends? Athena is obviously puzzled by this, and Yukino can only let out a huge exclamation of "huh?" while the drained Natsu, Sting, and Happy are just on the ground like, hey. I mean, look, Lucy has been around weirdos long enough to know that go for the unconventional answer. Will Lucy win this with the power of friendship? Also, nice butt shot. Athena questions, friends? Lucy says, well, I just figured that if we both sort out our goals, there's no need for us to fight. Our goal is to seal away the 5 dragon gods. Well, actually, it's just Vernus and Ignia left now. And I thought maybe we could borrow your power for that, Athena. Talking with you directly, I realized we have no reason to fight each other. Well, Natsu's on the ground, struggling and angry, saying, of course we do. They kidnapped you all. Lucy says, your guild kidnapped us because you want our magic power. And seeing how you tried to absorb Natsu and Sting's power, you want dragon magic specifically. Ah, there it is. You want dragon magic? We can give you dragon magic. Athena seems to be mulling this over a little bit. Lucy goes on to say, your goal is to absorb that magic power so you can feel emotion. And perhaps Gold Owl thinks they can draw out your power that way. Yukino comes up, fangirling, saying, wow, how did you know all that? Lucy says, I was just guessing. I'm a writer, so I'm good at creating plausible sounding stories. I feel like that's Mashima patting himself on the back for this. Athena says, you are correct for the most part, but Lucy interrupts saying, I think you already have the feelings you want. I don't know if they'll help you draw out your power, though. Athena questions, I have feelings? Lucy says, so, I want you to stop this and give back our other friend. Athena seems to be mulling things over even harder than before. Lucy says, you're thinking all sorts of things right now, aren't you? That's a feeling called confusion. Like, oh man, Lucy's kind of got her pegged. Athena is obviously at a loss as she says, but Master has given me an order. I am in the process of carrying it out. But Lucy tells her, You have feelings, so think about it yourself. Decide what you want to do right now. And it seems as though Athena has come to a realization. Is it a good realization? And of course we cut away before Athena can say what she's thinking. God, will Lucy actually end up saving the day with Taka no Jutsu? But in this situation, I feel like it's reasonable, because this was their goal. Get Athena to help them. You pick back up in the Dream Death world with the Signario sisters facing off against Jalal, Urza, and Minerva, who have been turned into cute little animals, while Luso is riding on a horse shooting arrows at them. Jalal shouts as he runs in his little puppy dog form, "What is with this world?" Little kitty Urza says, "All in all, I suppose it's a dream world of her creation." I mean, she's basically said as much. And Minerva, who is a literal fox, says, "Just run!" But Luso is delighted as she rides. Side saddle on top of that, while she is wearing a dress. She's just delighted as she says, "Hey, cute little animals. You'd better try hard to flee or I'm gonna get ya." She fires off another arrow, and Urza sees it coming. She picks up a nearby candy cane and deflects it. Wow. It goes to show that even if she was an Exceed, Urza'd still be a badass. Lusa then fires off a multitude of arrows, and little kitty Urza just blocks it all aptly. Like, dang. It kinda goes to show that Happy you have no excuse for not being a better combatant. Meanwhile, Jalal and Minerva still continue to run. Jalal says, "Is there an exit somewhere?" Well, Minerva says, "If there were, we would have spotted it ages." But then they notice a hole in the wall that says exit. They both shout, "An exit?" And naturally, Urza says suspiciously, "But why?" And even Lucio is caught off guard, questioning, "Huh? Did I make that?" Minerva shouts as they run towards the exit, "Could be a trap." While Jalal says, "But it seems to be our only option right now," and they run through the exit. While Lucio shouts, "Hey!" And then they seem to be back in the real world in their normal forms and normal bodies. Though they hit the ground pretty hard, so if you thought it was a dream, that pain you're feeling from that impact should tell you what it is. As they check themselves, Jalal exclaims, "We're back in the real world?" While Minerva says, "And our real bodies." Minerva says in a panic, "But we don't know how deep her power goes. Let's withdraw for now." And she uses her abilities to teleport all three of them out of there. As Lucio looks towards the exit back in the Dream Death world, she says, "Aw, they got away." She then turns to her big sister and says, "You made that exit, didn't you, big sis?" I was wondering how she was going to come into play in all this. And he says dismissively, "I got bored playing along with your games." I think I know what this is. To a certain degree. It might be that Luso looks kind, but she's very vicious. And Annie looks vicious, but she's actually very kind deep down. Because Luso says in a huff, "You should have killed them then." And he tells her, "They didn't have the dragon magic we're looking for." And then Luso says in a huff, "Why'd you capture them then?" And he explains, "I don't know. We were told that if we captured enough fairy tale members, we'd find dragon magic. Those must not have been the right ones." Very logical. Though Luso says that doesn't mean we have to let them go. And he reiterates, "I lost interest in them. I got tired of wasting time. It was boring." Luso then says in a huff, But they might have been useful to us even without dragon magic. I wanted to play with them more." But Annie then says, "Luso, whew, that face. Maybe I was wrong about her being kind deep down. Or maybe she's the only one who can rein in her sister." But Annie says in a very cold tone and face, "You do know what the word bored means, don't you?" Jeez, Luso just shrieks back like she stopped dead in her tracks and just lets out a simple, yes. God, it's such a weird situation. It's not too often we get situations where our heroes just kind of lose. Because I mean, they had to figure something else out with Athena. It's only thanks to Annie getting bored that Urza and the gang got out of their situation. Man, what's going on with Gray? Speaking of which, we switch to the Alchemist Guild Gold Owl, where Duke Boroboro holds the magical dragon energy of Rogue and Wendy, while Ganai, Kotetsu, and God Serena loom over Gray, who's the only one standing tall, with Rogue and Wendy down as Carla, Froth, and Lecter tend to them. Gray questions, you said you want dragon magic? Dick Boroboroa says, yeah, though I didn't think I'd be so fortunate as to get the magic of one of the famous twin dragons. Rogue struggles to his feet, questioning, you've heard of us? Boroboroa tells him, I researched Ishgar's major dragon slayers. God Serena says, if you'd asked me, I would have God told you. But Ganai side-eyes God Serena saying, you're not interested in other people though, are you? And God Serena laughs saying, you're God right. I've never heard of him. It's like, okay, so you were useless. Oh, God Serena then goes over to Wendy saying, this little one is a dragon slayer? As Wendy tries to struggle to get up, God Serena simply says, they're all sorts, huh? But Gray then questions, if you want dragon magic, don't you have that Diablo's Guild right near here? They eat dragons. They're God Serena says they ate dragons. They're impure. Huh. So it's the method by which they obtain their magic, huh? Ganai then says, we were planning to use the 72 Dogra cores to perfect Athena, but we can substitute pure Dragon Slayer magic for them. Gray starts to think, Wendy and Rogue can't fight. There are 4 of them, and they're all pretty strong. What do I do? Bora Bora then raises a hand to Gray saying, we have no further need for those vessels now that their magic is gone. Or for you either. Gray braces himself as Bora Bora starts to summon magic to his hand saying, I'll snuff you out. Oh, and suddenly the doors burst open and someone shouts, please, wait, master. Gray and Bora Bora turn to the doors, seeing Athena, flanked by Natsu, Lucy, Sting, and Yukino. Wow, Lucy actually managed to get through to her. But will Bora Bora go along with it? Gray shouts, Natsu, Lucy. Lecter calls out for Sting. Froth calls out for Yukino. And then Happy says, I'm here too. And Carla says, glad you're alright. But Duke Boroboro says to Athena, what are you doing with them? Natsu gets mad saying, they took down Wendy and Rogue? Lucy says, Natsu, you'll make things more complicated. Just keep quiet. Athena says with a smile, Master, I no longer need their magic. Boroboro is taken aback saying, what? And Athena says with a very cute look on her face, I already possess feelings. All I need is for you to perfect my body. Oh boy, I'm starting to kind of realize where this is going. Boroboro has this look on his face like, oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. He says, is that true, Athena? She says, yes. He tells her, come here, and she says, yes, master. And approaches him. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. As she approaches him, she says, I believe that I am experiencing the feeling known as happiness. Boroboro tells her, don't speak. Oh. What? No! He says, so you were a dud after all, and runs his hand right through her midsection. Gee, what the hell? Yukino, Lucy, Gray, they all look on in shock as Natsu's anger flares, and he cries out, why you? It only started to dawn on me when they got to that room. Like, the moment Athena kind of seemed to agree with what Lucy said, I'm like, okay, then it's Boroboro. He's the main villain of all of this, which was kind of apparent. And I did figure that Athena would probably turn on him, but not to this degree. And it would be simply that, oh, wait, I already have what I want. Is it possible that Athena isn't the first Athena? Maybe I have to wonder. Is it some kind of situation where, since Boroboro has been alive for so long, has it been that Athena has repeatedly kind of gone rogue, and Boroboro has, like, destroyed and remade her each time, just with select memories taken out? Because, I mean, there's no way he spent 100 years working on her and just would destroy her like this. Not without some kind of backup plan. It might be a situation where this is something he's done repeatedly. He's fatally injured Athena, put her into a state of shutdown, rebuilt her with certain memories taken out, sent her out. See, it was obvious from the beginning that Boroboro and Athena had two different mindsets. But I wasn't sure how this was gonna go, but we can't just have Athena just be gone after this. After all the effort and all the involvement of the White Wizard and all that, this being the end of Athena would be too anticlimactic. I would actually 100% be legitimately annoyed. So that just leaves the question, what happens next? Either maybe she has a backup body, because I doubt you could just heal her. Not to mention Boro Boro. I don't know, he's strong though. Especially with the fact that he could just suck out your magical ability. I don't know, there's gotta be some way around it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Is this the end of Athena? Or is there more to this destruction? I want to hear from you. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.